think all football fans should unite.
100%. And I also think that all the YouTube content creators should unite and do the same.
Dangerous for English football. We must not forget that.
Glazers out.
They tried to walk away from a closed shop.
Join me now, brothers.
Would have basically
Let's
created
unite this fight.
a famine in this country.
For 18 years, United fans has been protesting against the Glazers. We're not going away until we're sold. We won't be ignored. We won't go away. This is just the beginning. This is just the start. Green and gold until we're sold. We are united all over the world. This is how we will play.
Ownership. You get a few idiots. I'm going back further since when I was a kid.
UNITED, United is the team for me. With the 18 years we had it rough. Glazers up, we had enough. Fucking hell.
Don't just think it's the Premier League. On Manchester's doorstep, we've seen Bury, Macclesfield Town and Bolton Wanderers fans suffer terribly in recent years, partly because people who are classed as fit and proper persons are allowed to take over football clubs. I don't believe that they are.
You won't have that.
Fuck that shit.
Okay, I feel because there's a lot of questions here. Let's debunk this Qualcomm sponsorship, right? Let's do it cool and composed, because people are saying Glazers are not going anywhere because of American sponsorship. Is that a good way to start the show and just debunk it? You know, what does it mean?
Yeah, let's debunk it.
Well, there was a tweet coming out from United's People TV earlier today, Sam Peoples, to say Snapdragon officially confirmed from next season. That's next season, though, people. Next season. You know, TeamViewer is our sponsor for the next season. There was original pulling out, so I believe they got a discounted sponsorship for staying on this season. So we didn't have a sponsor, but Glazers signing a long-term deal for new shirt sponsors is hardly the behavior of owner who's actively trying to sell what he's saying. Given Ineos and Sheikh Yassin would have surely preferred ability to choose their own sponsorship. Well, a little bit more research have gone into that tweet. What are you saying, Jarvis?
Yeah. You know, the first thought is, okay, why are Glazers signing a new shirt deal? Aren't they selling? Aren't the Glazers leaving? What? You know, that's the first thought. But when you think of it, you know, they have to run the club, and they are responsible for doing the business as usual until the club is sold. And this is not a long deal. It's just for the end of the TeamViewer deal. So it's basically one season.
One
deal.
Year. One season deal.
Year. And Snapdragon, who is Qualcomm's owner, is already a sponsor of Man United. So they have a relationship. They know how to talk to each other. And I think this is harmless when it comes to the sale process. And I think we are good. And actually, if we have the Snapdragon logo with the Snapdragon, I don't know, it's like a fireball. Actually, quite cool logo.
Yeah.
So look cool.
I like Snapdragon. I like Snapdragon gaming series, esports gaming series, and I was there with Manchester United in what was it, Köln or something. I think last year we had a Snapdragon series and was there with Manchester United. He did 3 days of shooting. It was amazing. So Qualcomm, it's a chip, isn't it? Right, by my understanding. Computer chip, and
I think you are right.
And you're right. Snapdragon has been a long-term sponsor already with Manchester United. So, I mean,
and just one little fact here is Qatari Investment Fund or Authority is owner of Snapdragon. They have 2% of the company, so they are involved, even the Qataris.
So it's not doom and gloom, people. It's basically the same thing what you saw with the Adidas sponsorship. Like, you know, that only kicks in 2025. It's not for the Glazers, to be honest. And at the end of the day, the club is broke as we are. You know, we've seen evidently, like, you know, we were living on scraps over the transfer window, and basically the money that was pledged for the transfer window has been the Bank of America overdraft. That is the last credit that the club will ever get from the Bank of America, because Bank of America wants them to pay back the debt by 2025. And how are they going to do that? With the Buccaneers being broke? It's a big question, you know. They can't simply operate the club the way it is, you know. We literally had to finesse the deals. It's not Ten Hag's fault. He was given like 120, 150 in overdraft. So we had to sell a lot of players, like a lot of youth. Approximately 22 went out.
Yeah.
He only kept the 4 or 5 they sent on loan. But out of those quality academy, he saw these people are the future of Manchester United. They are the only ones that will break through. The rest I will sell. And at the end of the day, he had to walk away from the Cucurella deal because they only wanted to have a half-season loan. So they didn't want to be stitched up by Chelsea for a full season loan for Cucurella. So therefore, they went for the cheaper option, knowing that, A, Luke Shaw is going to be back by January. Malacia is only going to be back in January. So why would it be stuck for another player like Cucurella for the whole season? So it didn't make sense for them. On the other hand, they were more flexible to say, okay, regular on half season, fine. But at the end of the day, we had to basically scrape the barrel to utilizing that Bank of America and sell players to actually buy and go to the loan market. So that tells me also that the Glazers didn't give a rat's ass what we did in the market. They didn't improve certain things. They said, here's your kitty pot, do whatever you want. We're not involved. We're not going to prove anything more, nothing less. We are selling the club, end of story, right? And then we've seen a lot of reports from sports journalists going, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. Have we seen this story before?
Yeah, it's a roller coaster, and they're playing us. They're playing our emotions.
Yeah.
Just relax.
Come on, people. Let's get united. Come on.
Yeah.
How many likes do we have in the chat? People, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. We're here slaving. It's Midnight Vibes. We're about to close the shop, but I want to ask Peter one more question.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Glazers. It's been spoiling this window, spoiling everything. Do you see in the near future, within the couple of near months, that we are coming to a closure with the financial figures and everything? What's your heart saying? What's your mind saying?
My heart's saying no. My brain is saying they can't afford to keep us. I mean, we've officially just passed £1 billion in debt. Yeah. So, you know what? This Snapdragon deal with Comcast, that Comcast, they're capped at $123 billion. They're capped at that. Yeah, their actual wealth vastly exceeds that. Is this a Glazer lifeline to try and keep their tentacles in Man United?
But that's for next season.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But I mean, look, they want 10 billion because they think 5 years down the line that's what Man United's going to be worth. So they're already projecting themselves ahead, aren't they? Deep down in my heart, honestly, do I really think the Glazers will sell Man United? No. Unless Guitars give them an offer they can't refuse. That's the deal.
Can I ask you a question? A follow-up question then. Is it more that you're protecting your mental sanity to say no first, because if it doesn't happen, you say I told you so?
No, I mean, you know what, right, Mick, right, Jarvis, and I'll say to the chat now, I got a lot of ridicule for saying this, and I did, yeah. What the Glazers have done to Man United is worse than the Munich air disaster. We got over the Munich air disaster, and God rest the people that lost their lives.
Yeah.
This is 18 years and ongoing.
Yep.
This is called systematic abuse.
100%.
Any other way of life, it's called systematic abuse. This is worse than the Munich air disaster.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for saying that. But it is. You have to say it how it is.
No, you're absolutely right. And I did a rant about it, and I did a short video about it. And I said, if you want to talk about domestic abuse, talk about 18 years of getting away with murder. Because domestically, everyone is domestic Manchester United supporter living with a family. And you've been domestically abused year after year by the Glazer parasites.
Exactly.
It's affecting your mental health. You're telling me what? That's not worse crime.
Right, Mick. Nor then I tell you, my first game at Man United was 1974, the season we got relegated. 1978, I became a season ticket holder. Yeah. From 1978 to 2005, I was a season ticket holder. When the Glazers bought us, I handed my season ticket in. Yeah. When the protest started, just over 2 years ago again, when we was in lockdown, the Liverpool protest, the one before that, that was the first time since 2005 that I'd been back at Old Trafford. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't give the Glazers nothing. I've got my season ticket back because I know people within the club per se. And I'm, I'm getting old. I've got illnesses myself. I think I've served my time in protest.
Yeah.
These fuckers are like Alabama ticks. The only way you're going to get them out is to surgically remove them.
Okay. I'm going to finish up with Jamie Wayne saying he researched the Qualcomm have been mentioned in connection with the Qataris. Yes. Listen, at the end of the day, people, a friendly reminder. We've seen that we've been trying to be cancelled. They've been trying to censor, so, if you're going to do another protest, a sit-down protest, obviously, Peter, that worked. It hit the Glazers in the pocket. It hit the Glazers in the pocket. They don't like it, especially if the TV cameras is there. There was apparently 10,000 in the first sit-down. Now, I beg everyone that's going there, please don't think about yourself. Sit down for 30, 40 minutes of your life. Make sure you're 40,000 this time. The more, the merrier. The louder, the bigger splash on the water. Please. There's apparently plans for the Brighton sit-down as well for the next upcoming games. Keep this going. Keep this pressure. 1958, United against the Glazers. You're doing a fantastic job. This works. You've been organizing a lot of protests, but this sit-down really worked.
You know what, Mick? Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Sky Sports and TNT, which was BT Sports, are actually censoring Glazers Out Chance live on TV. They're actually dumbing the audio. I'm being serious, they are.
Mm-hmm.
And there's proof of it. So,
but what are they going to do, Peter? They're always going to have the post-match interviewing on the pitch and blah, blah, blah.
Well, this is it. Yeah. I mean, the end of the day, I think personally myself is look, you go to the game, whatever the score is at halftime, if everyone, well, obviously not everyone, but the majority of fans could get up and just leave the ground at halftime. The problem is this, Mick. Right? Sometimes I go to the Bishop's Blaze pub, which is on Railway Road, just by Chester Road, actually. Literally a couple of minutes walk from Old Trafford. I talk to people from all over the world in that pub, and it's the first time and probably the last time they'll ever go to Old Trafford. You cannot stop people like that from going into the ground. It's impossible.
You cannot. It's impossible.
You can't.
It's like a mushroom, Peter.
Yeah.
It's like a weed. You pick that weed, but a new weed will come up. People just wait in line to take your season ticket, and that's a vicious cycle. But what I've been saying, what's been working, because that hit the Glazers' pocket hardest was the sit down. Now I was expecting the first sit down to be more, but you saw 10,000, approximately 10,000 people. So what I'm trying to say here, people, if you're a match going fan, please, I cannot go. I can only go to away games, but I cannot go to Bayern Munich. It's too expensive right now. But if I would have gone there, I would at least try to get 40,000 people to sit down. If you care about this club, if you want the Glazers out, please sit down for 30, 40 minutes of your life. Come together. I beg you.
You know what, Mick Jarvis? Last season, the match programme was £3.50. They've put it up to £4. I haven't bought one because I've got a grandson, Andrew. Every time I go, he wants me to get a match programme. I said, I'm not buying them anymore for you, like.
Yeah.
So go on eBay and buy them off eBay. Because people will sell them there.
They're
increasing the prices all the time.
God, yeah. Rush Maino, I love you to pieces, but you make a very factual point that only 25% of the fan base are willing to support the protest. But the same fan base had the audacity to tweet and say Glazers out. Ain't working that way. Either you Glazers are all the way, or you don't go at all. Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I go with the I'm with the North Wales and Chester Supporters Club, with Jarvis. Yeah, so I go on the coach. Yeah, when we go on the coach, we have Glazers out, flags in the windows on them. And when you go to the car parks at Old Trafford, there's 3 bridges that go over the Manchester Ship Canal to where the big cargo holders are. All them coaches will have Glazers out flags on them. They'll have them on them, like. So, I mean, as we're travelling to the game, the coaches are staying while we go to the game, and then we're coming back, it's all Glazers out.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. We have a super chat.
Super chat, super chat, super chat.
Super chat.
And finishing off with a positive note. Peter, you need to get one of a 6-pack of this, man. Get a little bit. Get into the positive train. We are Good Vibes FC. Come on, Jonathan Liljeberg, all the way from Sweden. He feels really confident the Sheikh Yassim announcement. Me too.
Yes.
I feel it.
I hope so.
Yeah, I feel it.
I really do. I mean, you know what, Mick, Jarvis, there's a lot of fans. And, you know, at the end of the day, your age is your age. I'm 60 years old. So a lot of people say, I want to see Man United go down. No, you fucking don't.
What?
You really 60? Don't want to. Yeah, I'm 60 years of age.
No way.
Yeah. You don't want to. I've seen my eyes have seen Man United get relegated, and you do not want to be in that position.
Wait. Peter. 60 is the new 30, right?
Of course it is. I can't wait to get to 69. That's when the fun starts.
69, dude.
69, man. Come on.
I'm 60. Honest, guys. Seriously, I'm 60. So,
yeah,
you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, Marcus is here. Hope Qatar wins. Listen, just be positive. We need to take a leave from just stop oil glue ourselves and to turnstiles home away. Stop all the entry delay and game kickoff. Yes. Listen,
I mean, when you look at the Glazers and you look at me and the money they've got, it's like something's gone fucking drastically wrong here with them, like, hasn't it?
No, something's got to give, and I believe, you know, that's all we can do. Big up to Mark and MUC for gifting 5 membership as well.
Yes,
Marky gifting 5 membership. Big up.
Thank you.
I took the pen. It's like, come on. Anyway, it's getting late. If anyone wants to come and have a say, listen, big up for it. We have a lot of people just came in late as well. What we have been talking about today, to be honest, we as per tradition, we like to have a call-in show, like where you drive the content at the end of the day. You know, it's not always we coming up and telling you so. Like, we want you also to engage. Let me know what you're thinking. Like, you know, what are you thinking about the sales takeover? How do you feel about it? What do you think about Jadon Sancho situation? Anthony? I personally believe that Anthony is a witch hunt by the looks of it. And we're going to talk about it tomorrow because I have Jay Daly on tomorrow. He's going to give it the uncensored version. So be prepared. 9 p.m. UK time. Night to you, Reds. Red J is coming in with a super chat as well. Hope Qatar will fire everyone except Tenhag. And I cannot blow my pen. Where did my thing go? Jarvis, blow the trumpet.
Well, come on.
Big up for everyone.
Listen,
love the energy. And before we go, I want to hear from Peter. Okay, Peter.
Yeah, go on.
You're going to the game, right?
I am. There again, back again. In the words of 𝒂𝒊𝒄𝒌 𝑹𝒖𝒃𝒚, there and back again, and up its tail.
Listen, I want to ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
What is your score prediction?
My score prediction? Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Seriously.
Don't do a Ivan Tony here.
and get your score prediction
okay.
into my chat too, everybody.
Everyone.
3-1 Brighton.
3-1 Brighton. Peter!
Yeah.
No, don't jinx it. Peter, I play to the footballing gods. You're wrong.
I hope I am wrong, Mick, myself. But you know what? Look, I'm being level-headed at this moment with what's going on around the old, squad of Man United. We're in disarray. Brighton are a well-oiled team. If they score first, I know. Look, listen, I know. Forest scored 2 quick goals. They come
Ferguson
back.
is injured. Ferguson is injured.
Oh, okay then. Maybe 2-2 then.
Hey, big up Noah coming late. Noah, how you doing, mate?
I'm doing fine.
Mahmood,
I'm doing fine.
Bawana, well in for the super chat, man.
Yeah.
Noah,
Right.
come on. Noah, first time, man. Get in.
First time.
Okay,
Noah, what do you have to
Yeah.
say before we close the shop? The floor is yours.
Listen, as far as this season, I'm concerned because I don't know what.
Keep your phone closer to your mouth and speak up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But listen, as far as for me, I'm concerned this season. I don't know what's going on with this club, with this manager, or even with the directors of football, or even with the owners. I don't know what's going on because I'm very concerning and I'm very worried. We're not even at the level of Man City or even Liverpool or Real Madrid, or you can say the biggest club right now who's even bigger than us. Because when I look at United right now, at this present, we don't seem like we are the best team in the world to me, because I don't know,
No,
because it looks like, because the Glazers, they don't even care. No matter how you even think, even if you sack tenhag or any other manager you hire, it won't change anything, because no matter what, even if the Glazers are in or out, still the Glazers are even destroying. They're still gonna destroying us over again, because we are still the commercial clubs, and this club is a curse to me, because it will never change. Because I'm sorry, I cannot accept it, no matter how. Even if the social media, they need to tell. We have to find the truth, because we demand the truth. Because no matter why, I love this club more than that, because I cannot see United players suffer like this. I'm sorry, because this is why I cannot continue like this. Because for
Big
me,
up,
this
man.
season, I give up. To me,
Don't give
football
up.
Listen, no. Listen. The truth is, I give up. That's what I'm gonna tell you. That's what
never
I'm gonna
surrender,
say.
Noah.
Even
Never
if
surrender.
Never say die. No
Listen.
retreat, no surrender. No, I get what you say. Please. It's just beginning of the season. I hear what you're saying, sir. Listen, please. Take a deep breath. This means a lot to me as well, to hear what you have to say. But we just begun the season. We just begun the season, and I hear what you say. I can dissect it in 2 sections. And as long as the Glazers are here, they will always try to destroy the manager and block him at the end of the day. I hear what you say. But against all odds, as Manchester United fans, we have to stand up. We cannot throw the manager under the bus. It doesn't work, Noah. That's what I'm saying now in this stream to Peter, for every match-going fan. Back the manager. It's not the recipe. It's not the soup that we are cooking, right? Ten Hag is the right man, but he's not been given the funds this season. This is the second year that always happened under the Glazers. They will back the manager first season. They will give him a little bit of money. The second season, they will not back him at all, right? Right?
Yeah.
So please, guys, be strong. I know it is so hard, because this is the biggest mental abuse we've been experiencing for the past 18 months. But this is what we have to come together, Noah, to discuss. This is what this platform is about. So big up for coming in and sharing. But have faith, brother.
Big up, Noah.
Listen, I know. Listen, I understand. Listen, I have faith, but there's still something that this club will change, because I hope it will sell, as long as we have a new owner, we have a new director of football, or even a new, or even tenhag, or any other manager who has established like Pep Guardiola or even Jose Mourinho, who is even having the style of pro football. We need a better style of football, because I know as long as this team needs to improve this season, because I hope, I know, against Brighton or even next week against Bayern Munich, these players needs to wake up, because if they don't, I don't know what's gonna say this, but
it really is down to the players now.
Yeah, what if all of a sudden they beat Brighton, they beat Bayern? All of a sudden the mood is going to switch. This is the Manchester United way. This is what we are used to, right? And we will be on a high again. So we take it game by game, Noah, right? But I totally agree with you. What I'm saying with this stream is all this focus right now. The transfer window is closed. Support 1958. Go to the sit-down protest if you can. Make your voice heard. Tweet as much as you can, because the only way you can hurt them is in the financial pocket. That's the only thing that works. That's, if you know that that's the only thing they care about, this is what you should target, you know. But you should always come to this platform, tell us what you feel, because we are here as a Mental United to care, you know.
Yeah, listen,
so big up to you, sir.
I understand. Yes, listen, I understand, but I know I have faith. As long as for me, I'm not gonna give up what my faith is about, you know, being as a United fan. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna quit, because as a United fan, I just have to wait until this process needs to change.
Is over. I understand. You know Bon Jovi, the band. There's a song called "Keep the Faith." Suggest you listen to that one.
Yeah, but anyway,
there's also one Mick called "Living on a Prayer" as well.
Yeah, living on a prayer as well. Noah, at the end of the day, I hate to be the bearers of bad fruit, but if you think the change is going to come imminent with the new owners, it's not going to happen over one night. Because even if the new owner is going to come in, they're going to implement their culture, their new stuff, and you know. So this is actually it will take. Listen, all I'm trying to say, this is a rebuild on the making, right? This season alone is Ten Hag's season. Last season, when he came, he inherited certain players that he wasn't his. This season, he tried to get rid of all the players that it wasn't his and tried to recruit in, but he was still blocked under certain players. So all I'm praying for, even if we get new ownership coming in before January, that you should be aware of that those changes will not happen overnight. You know, Rome wasn't built in one day, but when it was built, it was a winning team. It was cultivated and had a plan and a vision, and it's still standing, right?
Yeah.
We understand where you're coming from, what Neil Driscoll is saying, so you have all the biggest support, because I think that 50% of the United fan base feel the same at the moment. We feel violated.
I think what it is, guys, you know, Mick, Noah, Jarvis, I think we just want disclosure, don't we, on what's going on. We just want it to end. I think we know in the back of our minds that somewhere down the line, this really is going to end with the Glazers. But we're now impatient, aren't we, for it to end, because we've had to endure so much of what they've done to us. And let's make no mistake about it, like, them bastards have raped us. And I wish them nothing. I wish them nothing but ill health in their life. And I never wish that on anyone. But for what they've done to us, that's their karma. And it will come for them.
Yeah.
Just hold on. Just hold on.
Right. Big up to all of you people. I think you speak sense, you speak facts at the end of the day. But it will break the internet when it comes, and we will have a big, massive global party. It will be nothing that like the world has ever seen, I think. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, listen. Guys,
Noah, where are you from, by the way, if I may ask? Where you
Somalian, brother. Ethiopia.
Ethiopia? Big up Africa.
Yeah, I'm from Ethiopia. Nice guess.
Wicked, man.
Nice guessing.
I remember talking to you, Noah, on Saeed's channel last year, because, you know, the problems you had in Ethiopia and that, you know, with a silver walnut, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep the
Thank
faith,
you.
mate.
Keep the
Yeah.
faith. Africa
In the
is on
end,
the rise.
God will make it right. In the end, He will.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man. Thanks, man, for asking me.
Noah, before you go, what's your score prediction? Honest to God, what's your score prediction? What's your heart saying?
Okay. Listen, my prediction is, I just want to see, winning 3
points.
3-1. 3-1. Because
3-1.
I think a
There we go.
home debut, Amrabat, Rasmus Højlund, or maybe Bruno Fernandes or Marcus Rashford. One of them. That's what I'm gonna say. That's it.
Very good.
That's the spirit, son. Get in the 3-1. I also go 3-1
Yeah.
Manchester United. I will reverse Peter's 3-1. Don't jinx it, Peter, with the footballing gods, please. I can't believe what you said. Yeah, I'm going to have nightmares, Pete. Alien Tenno. Big up to you.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Peter.
you know what? On a positive note, though, guys, when you look at Rasmus Højlund, geez, that guy does look the real deal as well,
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
he looks like a little bit of a brute, doesn't he? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, he's got to be fed as well, hasn't he? He can't do it all on his own.
Yeah. I mean, we were trying to feed Weghorst last year, but he wasn't hungry. He didn't feed. He didn't finish the dinners.
Well, I mean, to be fair to Weghorst, he scored 2 goals on international duty.
But that's
Two
international.
important goals. Well, you can only do what you can do, innit? Do you think, it is a wild thought, yeah? Because Donny hasn't gone and he's stayed at Man United. I know he's not in the Champions League squad, which is a shame. So that kind of frees him up for domestic duties.
Yeah.
Could Donny be the key to unlock Rasmus Højlund?
Yeah.
But they're playing.
Good thought.
Erik ten Hag will play Eriksen in Europe, and then when he rests Eriksen, because Eriksen can't be flogged like a donkey, can he? And then he can play, okay, Donny, here's another chance, take it. And I think the guy will take it, personally. I really do.
Yeah. 100%. We have depth all of a sudden, guys. The way I see it right now, I mean, this is a new United after this break, because all of a sudden we have the players that he wanted, right? So basically, he has Onana from the back, playing up from the back, transition plays, pass it to Amrabat. Amrabat will carry the ball. You have Højlund as a focal point. Højlund is a big, strong unit, so he will hold up the play. Casemiro would have more free hands to roam free. Bruno will be playing more of a, freestyle, Ole Gunnar freestyle style football. And that is the Bruno's best position. He's the most dangerous when he can float around, So all of a sudden you will have a lot of runners from behind. So 100%. And Donny van de Beek has a role to play, even if he's not playing a Champions League domestically.
Yeah. But I hope he does.
Yeah,
I mean,
we have a 6'3" Danish monster.
One player in the world that needs a break, it's got to be Donny van de Beek, and it seriously, the guy's had such bad luck. Somewhere, the football gods have got to look down and go, you know what, Donny, we're sorry we've neglected you. We're going to shine on you now.
Can somebody do me a favor that lives in UK? Can somebody deliver Dunkin' Donuts, Danish donuts, to Graham Souness studio for talking gash about him today? Did you see that? Oh my God, this guy is on an agenda. He's getting paid to talk shit. Seriously.
Right. We call him Graham Sourness.
Sourness, sour cream onion. Sauce. Listen, people, thank you for liking. We are well over 150 likes. We have a super chat that we forgot, or is it a super sticker? All the way from Dubai. Or you pick up, brother. Salam alaikum, Mohammed. I don't know what you're saying, but you donated 10 dirhams. I can see that. AAD is dirhams. I know, because I lived there for 10 years, my brother. Big up to you. I don't know if you missed to type something, please type it back. and we will read out for free. Or maybe it was a super
I
sticker. I'm
think
not
it's
sure.
from Dubai. I think
It is Dubai.
from
It's
from-
dirham.
Yeah.
AAD is dirham. I know that for sure, 100%.
Mm.
I know. Big up Mahmoud as well. Sorry. So,
Yeah, big up.
listen, that deserves Jarvis. That deserves. Where is your toot?
It's right here. Now I woke up like it again.
Yeah. Thank you, Mahmoud, as well for your donation. But I'm trying to see what I missed. Anyway, listen, big up to all of you. It's been a fantastic
Brilliant.
stream. We didn't plan this today at all. We were just saying, no, let's do this.
You know what, Mick? The spontaneous ones always are the best.
It's true.
Marhaba. Marhaba, yes, of course. I can say a lot of things in local Emirati as well. I'm not going to do it now. Because I think it's time to close the shop because it's past midnight where I am. It's been fantastic talking to you. Everyone that had the guts to call in, big up for you, Noah, to coming in and speak to. Finally, to see a face, to a name for the VR room. I've been seeing you, Noah, in the chat. So, guys, next time, don't be afraid. Just call in, have your say. We are a community, all sharing the same shirt and love.
Show your ugly mug like mine.
Guys,
Seriously, you can't be uglier than me.
Sorry, what you say, Noah?
I just want to say to guys, thank you for having me, and big up to you, Mick, and everyone who, to everyone of the chat. Big up to you guys. You guys are the legends.
Thank you.
Make sure you
Cheers,
guys
Noah.
and subscribe, everyone.
Thank you. With that note, what do we always say when we finish off this stream? Where is Jonathan Ball? I haven't seen him for a long time.
Okay, I will say it. Or
go ahead.
Peter, you can say it. Peace, love,
and Onana bananas.
Peace, love, and banana.
He's not gonna slip on a banana, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. For everyone that's been super chatting.
Cheers, Noah. Cheers, Java. Cheers, Mick. Cheers, chat.
Yeah. For every membership donation, big
Sleep
up. Thank you so much. Sleep tight and see you tomorrow. By the way, we're live tomorrow 9 p.m. with Jay Daly Uncensored. Don't miss that one. Thank you, guys. Good night. Thank you, Jarvis. Thank you, Noah. Bye for now.
That's all, folks.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.